welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Ren and I make videos a couple of times a week about books and pop culture. Today I am doing my first book haul of the year. I have debated what to do about this ring light situation because it is winter. I need the ring light. I know it reflects in my glasses. I can't see without them. We might just have to deal with the ring light. It annoys me when I'm editing as well. I'm very aware that it's quite a glaringly obvious reflection, but we're just gonna roll with it. I recently took a trip to Gaze the Word, which is my favourite bookstore ever. It's a bookshop in London. I've spoken about it quite a lot, and I bought some books. For Christmas I asked for vouchers for Gaze the Word, so I bought some books with some of the vouchers. I didn't spend it all at once. I am trying to sort of pace it, but I did get 4 books and I'm going to talk about them and do my first little book haul of the year, which I'm very excited about. So the first one I got is Girls Can Kiss Now by Jill Gutowitz, and this is a collection of essays. One thing that I did last year was I read a lot more anthologies and essays and non-fiction books kind of like this, so I want to continue that because I had a lot of fun doing it last year, and there were lots of books that I discovered through doing that I might not have necessarily picked up beforehand, but actually became books that I really loved and thought were really good, and were some of my favourite books of 2023. So this looks a lot at pop culture, which I think is really good. I also think it's interesting to look at pop culture through a queer lens. There's definitely elements of pop culture that through a queer lens kind of change it a little bit, and also pop culture can have a huge impact on queer people. I feel like there's so many sort of huge pop culture moments that have become sort of like queer moments, so it's quite interesting to see that. So this is like personal stories and observations and just lots of different things, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've heard really good things about it. I think it's going to be one of my reads in January. I'm really looking forward to reading it. I love this cover as well. This is a really cool cover. Yeah, I love things like this and just seeing kind of like other people's observations and experiences. Such a like key part of the queer experience is to see other people's stories and kind of what things kind of mean to them and how they observe the world too. So yeah. Then I got End Papers by Jennifer Savran Kelly. End Papers was a book that I hadn't heard of until I saw it in Gaze the Word, and this is like a very particular niche of books, which has become kind of a mini like collection. There are some other books that are like it, but it's when someone now finds things written or produced by people in the past. This is set in 2003 and it focuses on Dawn, and she works in the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, and under some of the artwork she finds the torn off cover of a 1950s lesbian pulp novel, and on the back is a queer love letter, and Dawn becomes obsessed with trying to find the person that wrote the letter and who this belonged to. And I love things like this. I love there being stories about queer history and about queer people finding out about the history of queer people and that queer people have always existed. And I love seeing the kind of timeline differences with these two different people at two different points in history with a shared experience. I really love it, and I think that it's such an interesting way to talk about queer history and to talk about queer people at different moments in time and how they've always been there, kind of to get those snapshots. So I'm really looking forward to reading End Papers. Everyone I've told about it since I bought it has also said the same thing, so I think it's going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope that it lives up to my expectations. And then I got Mistakes Were Made by Meryl Wilsner, and my friend told me about this because it was one of her favourite books of last year, so she told me about it and was saying it's really good. And the last time I saw her, we also went to Gaze the Word, and they didn't have it then, but they had it this time, so I knew I had to get the physical copy. It focuses on Cassie, and she has a one-night stand, and it was great and wonderful. And then the next day her best friend asks her to come out with her and introduces her to her mum, and her mum is the woman that she had the one night stand with. And it is everything from there. My friend has told me this book is phenomenal. She has really highly rated it. She's someone whose opinion I really listen to and whose taste that I really kind of like vibe with and stuff. So I think that I'm really gonna like it. I'm really looking forward to see what happens and where the story goes. And I just think it's gonna be a fun little rom-com. And then finally I got Love and Other Disasters by Anita Kelly. This focuses on Dahlia, and she's recently divorced and she kind of wants to reinvent herself, so she goes on a cooking reality competition show called Chef Special, and on there is another contestant called London, who is the first non-binary contestant on the show. It's Dahlia and London meeting and everything from there and what happens while they are filming the show. I'm really looking forward to reading this. I want to kind of read books that do focus more on like different hobbies and interests, and I don't read a lot of books that focus on cooking, and I really love the cover. It's really cute and I'm just really looking forward to reading it. I've heard lots of good things about it. One that I almost bought last time I was there and then didn't, so I'm glad that I bought it this time. I kept thinking about it and kept thinking about going back, so I knew this time I needed to get it because it had played on my mind so much. But it just sounds really cute and really fun. I've heard really good things about it. So yeah, this is my final book. So that's just a little book haul to kick off January. I really want to kind of really limit the books I buy this year, which is why I asked for Gaze the Word vouchers, because I mainly do want to buy books from Gaze the Word. That's kind of the main place I want to do it. I just love going in there, and it's just so like safe and comfortable, and I just feel so welcome, and I can never go in there and not leave without a book. That was my little January Gaze the Word haul. I'd love to know if you've read any of these books, what you thought of them, which book shall I start with, what did you think, and if you have any recommendations for books similar, I would really love to hear them as well, so let me know those in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you guys are new here, then I make videos a couple of times a week about books and pop culture. If you want to stick around and join us, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell, and as usual all the links to my other social medias are in the description as well. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're doing really well, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.